So it's Wednesday, the 7th of August, 2013. This is just my final video in building 118, space 510 for the season. It used to be known as Mellart's House 25, level 12. So it's quite an early piece of architecture for us. We don't have much level 12 exposure. For the most part this season, we've been trying to bring it into phase and ascertain and get as much out as we can to try and ascertain whether there's earlier architecture in the structure. We realised quite early on that we don't have the south wall, so we've systematically taken back some of the midden and some of the room fill to see if we could ascertain where the back of the building is, the southern side. We didn't get there because of health and safety. We couldn't go much further back, but we did find an oven in the southwest corner, and there's been a number of sort of fairly ephemeral features, bins and platforms on that western side of the space and along this southern edge that we've more or less excavated away completely now. There's still a phase of oven left. For the most part, the building was quite badly damaged by Mellart as he came down. He was quite aggressive. We didn't really understand what was going on in this corner for quite a long time because the plaster just stops randomly at a certain point. And we had these linear features that ran across here, which initially we thought might have been furniture, either like a bench or a platform on the north side of the structure. But after putting in a sondage to see what's going on, we realised that what's actually happened is that Mellart scoured out well, we assume it's Mellart. It could have been done in antiquity, but given the way that the walls are truncated, it probably was him. They've scoured out the floors for the most part on this northern side of the building, and it looks like what we have are two walls poking up from the underlying structure. So we've got F7210 and F7209, a pair of double walls coming up, and then this material here is basically room fill from the lower structure. So it's quite exciting, it's quite interesting that we have this pre-level 12 building here. And yes, I think the general plan now is to knock it on the head and basically try and get some of the rest of the material around it down in face so that we can get a much wider exposure of this early architecture. And that's it for this season.